things to do, and all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Clemson Tigers taking on a team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Razorbacks will kick it off to get us underway. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Clemson Tigers offense will have the football first. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Takes a handoff. It's Horn. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
He's got him. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go back to the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Makes the grab. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Quarterback making checks. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Complete in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to get the first through the air. It's complete. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning. The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Good timing on the quick out. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
First down in the red zone, and this crowd imploring its defense to stand firm. From the gun, running back gets the give. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gonna run it. It's Horn. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Razorbacks offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the pass game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Yeah, a nice play by the defense. 3rd and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
Hauls it in at the 25. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Little touch pass to the receiver. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth game if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver
turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the second level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
And this defense is going to have their hands full, right? I mean, you saw him throw it, a couple plays ago, and you see him take off and run. They've got to do something to kind of put him at least in a little bit of thinking, a little bit of doubt, a little bit of pressure, because right now he's starting to get in the rhythm, and that's not good for this defense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Clemson.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Arizona is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Tucson, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Houston. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. That is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. It's complete to the right. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big 3rd down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. Line getting set on 2nd down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
And the Razorbacks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Motion from the back. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Working that wide receiver screen. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there, you know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
Creates a little space. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down. The Razorbacks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Zings it complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
This defense has owned the 1st half. They've given up some yards on this drive. Big 3rd down coming. You've built a little bit of a lead. Try to force the field goal. Don't give up the big play here, and you've had a great 1st half.
It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Man, what a great break on the ball. Way to knock it down. But, man, this situation, they're almost in field goal range. Had a chance to maybe take some points off of the board. That's a big play that we might circle back to later.
And here they come going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They just took the air out of that nothing, that might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
It took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring margin. Now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. Got his man in the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Hauls it in. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They just keep firing. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Clemson set up with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete on the right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
He makes a grab. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. And the D denied him on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Looking to throw. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Touchdown, Clemson! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They go 83 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Battle. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. Got him downfield. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. To the air on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Arkansas!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. North Texas has the lead right now. The good folks in Denton have been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Tulane. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Here's the pressure. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues.
Breaks into the open. Past the 50. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got it.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy, because you know you're going to see the option. And if you don't have a player dedicated to pursuing and stopping him, he is going to burn you like he did right there. He has elite speed. You saw it on that option play.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Sends it back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
They'll go to the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. So now on 4th down, they'll try to salvage at 3 and just get points before halftime. Right down the boulevard. It's good. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Coverage team dare to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. Ready to start the 2nd half, and Clemson will kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like
There he goes! Got the 1st down and more. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the 2nd half. Get this run game established.
The Razorbacks want to move quickly. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Quickly complete. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the 1st down, and let's see if they go for it here. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He needed a little late boost from the crossbar, but he gets it to go through. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
All the bounces going the kicker's way right here. That was just at about the extent of his distance for a field goal, and the crossbar helped him out, putting 3 up on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. The run from the shotgun. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Makes the catch. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside and out wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. It's complete to the left. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Past the 40. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll give it to the back. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So first down in the red zone, and this crowd getting behind its defense. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. We'll send out the kicker here. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. The official says no good. After the missed field goal, still an 8-point game, and guys, more importantly, still a one-possession game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Snagged in the middle. It's Buck.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play could put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so he bid up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
From the gun, the ground game. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Buck. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
He's got an open man. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They've always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance, and when they get that balance, they get that offense cooking, they get everybody...
Oh, he's got some space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Looking to throw. They'll run the screen. He's not going to make it, and he couldn't get there to tie the game.
And I think a lot of people are going to go, why do you run the route short? You know, like you got to run that route into the end zone so when he catches it, he gets credit for the two-point play. But they're stopped short, no points.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. The inside handoff. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Turning it on. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. From the gun to give, looking for room. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Got his man. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Lets it go to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to sneak it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting them get outside, making the good tackle, forcing 2nd down and goal.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Trying to bull his way out. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I like what this offense did, man. They stayed aggressive. They were trying to get the first down through the air. But here's the good thing now.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's foul. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Snags it over the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Leaves it with the running back. Rumbles ahead for 6 and all the way out to the 16.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. It's caught. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. He's got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. It's complete. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Bringing the heat. Took a shot as he threw. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He lets one fly deep. He's got it. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Touchdown, Arkansas! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with a win.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you can make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Arizona looks like 5 miles of bad road today. Offensively, the wheels have come off. Defensively, it's been one hot hole after another. They're trailing by 15 to Houston. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. We'll see how aggressive this defense is with just a few minutes to play. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Breaks into the open. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll leave it with him. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. 2 good plays. Now 3rd down. I stay aggressive. Have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive. Get that football back for your offense.
Finds his big tight end. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. This team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.